The Community Data Program is a way to share the cost of buying data. The program was created in the 1990s to track poverty at the neighborhood level. The program is led by the Canadian Council on Social Development. The program holds a large catalog of data for members. The catalog includes standard and custom data sets and is available at a small geographic scale. The data products include the Canadian Census, the Annual Estimate for Census Families and Individuals, also known as the T1 Family File, Seniors Housing Reports, and the Canadian Community Health Survey. We buy data from the Government of Canada as well as private companies. The cost for one organization to buy a data table that covers just their community is not much less than buying the same table for all local geographies across Canada. By pooling the data buying budgets from all of our members, you get access to the data you want most, but also other information you can use to help make your community stronger. But doesn't Statistics Canada provide data for free? They sure do, and we link to a lot of it from our catalog. Statistics Canada provides lots of data for free that is available to be easily downloaded from their website. You can find information by province or even by city. This is only a small part of what Statistics Canada can provide. The Community Data Program also offers many customized tables from Statistics Canada that aren't available for free, such as the numerous target group profiles in our catalog that provide census data for particular demographic groups. Most of the free tables that Statistics Canada offers are available for metropolitan areas or census agglomerations, which are not the same as municipal or regional boundaries. Here are a few examples. Let's look at the difference between a census metropolitan, CMA, and a census subdivision, CSD. Notice that the population for the Calgary CMA is over 1.3 million, but the population of the census subdivision is 1.2 million. Even more striking is the geography of the CSD versus the larger geography of the CMA. This map shows the difference between the Quebec CMA and CSD. Toronto CMA is quite large and has more than double the population of the CSD. The Winnipeg CMA is only 73,000 people larger than the CSD, but the geography is significantly larger. In order to get data for municipal boundaries in even smaller areas, they need to be ordered from Statistics Canada at a cost. We order the data for customized boundaries that are curated by our members. Often, the communities and neighborhoods we recognize in our cities do not match with how Statistics Canada breaks them down for census collection, so the free data doesn't really tell the story of how our neighborhoods are doing. We order data tables at the smallest geographies available on the following topics: housing, health, cultural identity, such as immigration, visible minorities, and Aboriginal origin, demographics, education, crime, finances, and income. There are many products available other than the Canadian Census. These include tax filer tables, building permits, Canadian business counts, the postal code conversion file from Statistics Canada, and the products from private sources such as consumer and mortgage debt data. To get a feel for how people are using the program, here is an example. An outreach worker wants to know where people with low incomes are located in his city because the health units want to provide more fresh vegetables to people. He goes on the Statistics Canada website and finds a table called After-Tax Low Income Status of Tax Filers and Dependents by family type and family composition. From this table, he knows that there are in fact people in his city living with low incomes. But that is not enough information for him to make recommendations as to which health units should give out the fresh veggies. Now, the outreach worker is data savvy, so he knows where he can find more details. He logs onto communitydata.ca and clicks on Find Data. He searches for the topic of low income for the year 2015 and finds tables from the tax filer Income of Families that provide all the data at the census tract level. After spending some time looking through the tables, he creates a picture of where families with low incomes are living based on the census tracts that make up his city. He can now describe each area and make a recommendation to the health units as to where to begin their pilot projects for giving away fresh veggies. The outreach worker is also full of initiative, so he decides to get the boundaries of the health units and send them to the Community Data Program, so next time he can get the poverty data he wants according to actual neighborhoods the health units serve. Here is another example. A policy analyst at a medium-sized Canadian city is part of a task force looking at poverty reduction strategies. Her question is, what is the nature of poverty in my city? The task force wants to know so they can curate policies and programs to help people move out of poverty. The policy analyst needs information about people in her city. She can access information from Statistics Canada about the population for all of London, but that doesn't help her to know where in London are people living in poverty. Through the Community Data Program, she can find information that tells her about how much money people make in different neighborhoods, what are the sources of income, what are the ages, is it senior struggling, and much more. This data comes from the tax filer tables. Using the special order data from the Community Data Program, the analyst can curate neighborhood profiles and help understand the current picture of poverty. Once she does this, she can present it to local officials and help them understand that there is a need for greater support for seniors that live alone. Members of the program can log into the website and download tables whenever they want. We also offer support to help you find the information you're looking for and training so you can do more with the data tables. We host webinars so that you can hear from the experts on the data, such as representatives from Statistics Canada, as well as the data geeks in the membership that know the tables through and through. Many of them love playing around with the numbers and helping others see the story that the data is telling. You can become a member of the Community Data Program if you are a Canadian public, nonprofit, or community sector organization. We have members from municipal planning departments, social planning councils, nonprofit research organizations, and many others. Check out what your budget for buying data is currently for your organization. You may find it's cheaper to be part of the Community Data Program than buying all of the data you need separately. And if you have no budget for buying data and are a small nonprofit, you may be able to join your local consortia for a very low cost. Each local consortium shares the cost differently, so please reach out to us and we will help you understand the pricing. Visit communitydata.ca or send us an email at information@communitydata.ca to know more about membership.